recording here, and there goes the encoder, and you are good to go.
Welcome back to another page turner with Big Dog and Little Stef. I'm Stephanie Menard.
I'm Tom Hutchison.
And we're here. We both forgot last Friday that we were supposed to do a show. So we're cool. We have really good memories. So we're here this week instead. I would like to explain this really quick. All of this. So this show almost didn't happen because my sink had gotten fixed, like kind of like a home fix. I don't know, like a week or two ago. And this morning went to turn the handle that had gotten fixed, and it literally the cold water handle of my bathroom sink popped up, water just everywhere. So right now, yeah, I can't wash my face or brush my teeth or do anything until that gets fixed. So that's why I look like this. And I just decided, fuck it. Like, if you can't handle me at this, then you don't get me at my best. All right.
Sure, of course.
It's been a fun day. How have you been, Tom?
It's been good. It's been good. It's been hectic. It's been crazy. I mean, Kickstarters galore, mine, others, combos, another one coming soon. We're wrapping up this 2020, this 10-year anniversary with so much just in the last 3 months. It's really kind of getting out of control. So I just talked to an artist today. He turned in a piece, almost finished piece, for his upcoming Ursa Minor cover for Ursa Minor in a couple of weeks. And we were talking about it, and I was like, this is really good. Like, as usual, hey, here's my edits and so on. We were talking, and then he's got something else already like lined up for me. Like, we know you're doing these things after this. And he's like, yeah. And I said, okay, but I think we need to talk about lining up enough stuff for you that no one else can line anything up for you, because I don't want you to go anywhere, and I want you to be always like, as soon as you're done, like, there's another thing, and there's another thing, and there's another thing. And so when some other publisher comes in and says, hey, do you want to do a thing? You should say, no, I don't have time to do a thing. And he was open to that thought process. I mean, really, I mean, as long as you're getting work, I think that's the important part. I get the whole thing about like wanting to spread your wings and do other things, but because we do so many different genres at Big Dog Inc., you'll be doing horror one day, superheroes the next, westerns the next, on and on and on. So I would think that we'd be able to keep it fresh and interesting, for an artist to be going into all these different genres. And as long as the check's clear, we'll just keep feeding him the work, I guess.
No, I mean, that is ideal when you find somebody that you enjoy working with, that you work well with, that's talented. I work with Stan Yak, and like now he's doing all this stuff for all these other people, which is great. I'm really excited for him because he really is so talented, and I want him, to keep kicking ass. But then I'm like sad because I'm like, well, after this next book that we have lined up, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get him again to work on something because he's so busy. Again, really happy for him, but I'm like, I feel like people are stealing my Stan from me. It's very, I love you, Stan.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be able to pay you more, so that I can like overbid these people and keep you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the very first guy I ever hired got poached by DC as soon as he finished the first issue. So, it's like, I know there's plenty of people that I mean, I love to keep working with. So this isn't a matter of me like honing in on one guy and being like, well, I just want him forever, because I want everybody. But I know that everybody can't be exclusive to somebody all the time. Like they just have too much going on. So I get it. But this particular artist, I'm not going to call him out yet because nothing's in writing or any of that. But this particular guy, he's new-ish. He's done a few things for us, which have been great. They've been well received. And every time he does something, it's in my mind, it's getting better. And so I'm like, dude, I'm here for this ride. Like, let's go here and see what you can do. He takes edits really well. He takes ideas and reference really well. There's no ego. You know, he knows he's talented, but he's like, yeah, just tell me what you need and we'll make it the way you want it to be. And I'm like, dude, that's so great. And then the pieces are like just fantastic. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. I mean, there have been times over the years for Big Dog Inc. that we have sort of talked about, hey, do we want to maybe like make this guy or gal in some cases like an exclusive offer, and it just kind of never fully went all the way. So, you know, and I think that there's some sort of value in it to both sides, maybe more to the artist, because if a publisher is going to come out and announce like, this guy is you know, exclusive for us, we want him for us for always and forever, that's got to be a pretty good thing for the artist, from a what am I trying to find here, the ego standpoint, like, wow, these guys really want me around, and then that kind of announces to the rest of the industry like, dude, what's going on now? You know, why can't we have this guy? And now they have to wait till the contract runs out until they can get him.
Yep, exactly. So it builds, you know, excitement for that. You know, people then are like, oh, we have to check this artist out. You know, it's like it builds that buzz, you know, when somebody's like, this guy is going to be ours for X amount of years, you know, sorry. Sorry, everybody else, not sorry.
First, yeah. We're first.
Dibs. Yeah, but you know, I guess, I mean, if you have enough work and the artist is interested and it's mutually beneficial, then I think that's a really, you know, a really cool thing, because like you said, especially with somebody who's newer and you're constantly seeing them grow and you want to see where they go, I think that's you know, it's a really cool way to kind of be there for that ride, you know?
Yeah. Now people are going to see this Ursa Minor cover first because it's happening first, but in November, I think it's November 18th. It's Princess Day. That's the official Princess Day, November 18th. So we've had 3 covers that this artist did for us in our back pocket for like 4 months. It's part of Princesses versus Zombies, obviously, because it's going to be for Princess Day. But when I talked to him about doing this, I was like, let's do something. I don't think this has ever been done before. And I told him about it and he started to think about it. And he was like, yeah, I don't know that I've heard about this. I've never seen anything like it. And so he started to rough it out and do it. And these covers are so freaking cool. This was immediately, I was like, dude, you can like I think you can conceptualize just about anything, because this was really difficult to do what he had to do. But it came out tremendous. And I can't wait to show everybody, because this is going to be a set of 3 covers that is unlike anything that we can conceive of that's been done before. And it looks freaking awesome. And that's where it all just kind of started in my head to be like, yeah, we're gonna just keep you busy, buddy. And and so he said he had a couple of covers with somebody else that he was doing, and then basically it's just open field. So I'm like, okay, well, that's it. We're just gonna put a fence around this and roll.
Put a fence around it.
That's right. It's like put a ring around it, but you know, we're just gonna put a fence around it so no one can get in.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's cool. You'll have to, you know, because I'm nosy, you'll have to just DM me this guy's name, because I'm just curious, and I won't say anything. I just want to see like his work now. Yeah. Now I'm just curious.
I'll show you the I'll show you the, because as soon as this one piece is kind of still in the rough stage, so once it's finished I'll show you, but I'll show you the princesses thing and you can tell me you know, if you've ever seen anything like it.
Okay.
So you know, I think it's cool, and the funny part will be as soon as somebody else does it, once we see it and debut it, like how fast before someone else is like, oh, I want to do that.
That's always interesting to see, because like you know, I've seen, you know, people copying like certain Marvel covers or like trying to recreate them. I mean, it's not uncommon to see, you know, similar covers in, you know, different books, but sure. It's got to be kind of flattering, I would think. You know, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, oh, they thought it was really good. Cool. I mean, theirs won't be as good as mine, but
No,
okay, you
no,
know.
no, no, of course not.
It's flattering.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Yeah. I'll hopefully this works to the way that when people see it, they get it. Like it'll snap and they'll be like, oh, I get it. It might take them a minute, but it shouldn't take more than a minute. So I'm kind of excited to get them out there.
I'm excited to see it now. Hopefully I get it. You know, I might not be showered right now, but I think my brain is still sharp. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Drinking that energy water.
Yeah, with the B vitamins, because I need it. Tonight, actually, I didn't know if this was still going to happen, but I have Rocket Inc., who publishes like most of my books now. They publish them. We had a meetup. What they do is like once a year, there's a place downtown by our house. The owners live in Wyandotte of Rocket Inc. So, and I live in Wyandotte too, and they know this guy, Joe, who runs Joe's Hamburgers. So once a year they do like a comic event there, and it's ticketed. And you know, they just go up there and it's just Rocket Inc. Studios, and you know, you get a ticket and you get like a drink and like some food or whatever, and then you get to meet the people and buy stuff. Well, this was all planned before COVID, obviously. So what they ended up doing is pushing it to today, and obviously cut the amount of people that could come. Joe's isn't huge anyway, but we're actually doing it tonight. So I'm excited because it's like the closest I'm getting to a convention this year.
Sure.
And Joe's Hamburgers has like really, really good food. So I'm going to be a pig tonight. I feel like I deserve it after how my day started. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. I'm a little nervous though too, just because I mean, they do follow like all the protocols. They do like, you know, social distancing, you have to wear your mask, all that. But, you know, it's just, I guess because in my head, I'm going, this is kind of like a very tiny, tiny little convention. I don't know how many people are going to be there. It makes me a little nervous, but you know, well, I'll let you guys know how it goes on the next show. It'll be nice to be around people again. If only for a couple of hours. There was something else. Oh yeah, finally got my email from Grand Rapids Comic-Con. They are canceling. I knew it was coming, but I guess I thought I was going to get it sooner, but we just got it like a couple days ago. So
yeah,
that was the last convention I had scheduled for the year. So now it's just I got nothing, that's totally fine. I have enough chaos going on in my life. I don't need help.
yeah, for sure. I just got invited to do another sort of online con thing. Oh my God, like what is this, the 9th? So it's like in 2 weeks. So I mean, we've been discussing this for a while on a lot of these podcast things. You know, what are these online cons? How do they work? Are they even remotely close to, you know, the con experience? And it's really kind of a mixed bag. Most people are like, yeah, it's cool to be able to interact, and it's almost easier because, you know, if we're all kind of in a room, anybody can ask questions, and I'm here for an hour and everybody's listening, versus like you're standing in line, like, oh, when do I get my turn to talk to this guy?
Right.
But then there's other people that are just like, no, man, this sucks. I want the in-person signature. I want the, whatever.
Right. Reasons.
So yeah, reasons. Yeah. And I mean, they're not unreasonable reasons, but
right.
you know, I don't know. I feel like we've really kind of honed these things at this point, even though it's only been about 6 months. I think they're all pretty tight in how they work, and how basically everyone across the country can have easy access to them anytime, which not everybody has access to go to New York Comic-Con and so on.
Right.
Some people don't go to cons at all, so this is the only con sort of experience that they get. Granted, it's all basically panel based because we're all just talking, and then, you know, hey, here's my book you can buy. But I get the mingling part. I get the, like, I want to go through boxes and, you know, buy comics and stuff. I get that. We don't really get to do that part, but I think from the entertainment value side of a convention, these things have done pretty well.
Well, and
filling in the gap.
right. And at this point, I mean, this is what we have. This is how, we're going to be experiencing a lot of things are going to be virtual because we can't have large groups, still together. And, we don't know how long this is going to go on. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an adjustment. And again, we've talked about this. It is an adjustment, but I think, in some ways, especially when so for me, like, having to pay for a table and having to pay for travel and do all that when I can go on Zoom, have 1 hour, like you said, do like, the first 45 minutes I'm talking about whatever. And then we do like a Q&A, and then here's the links to buy stuff if you want to. I mean, even if you only sell a couple of things, the only thing that you've lost is time, and maybe people will be interested in buying in the future. I mean, it's just an opportunity to continue getting yourself out there and meeting new people and showing people what you do. And this is it. I mean, this is what we got right now. We just gotta, go with it, even if it's not ideal. I know, like, I personally do like to get to go to a con and meet the person and get the signature for that experience. But I mean, right now we don't have that opportunity. So like, even if I was like to say, you know, order a book from you, Tom, and say, hey, would you mind signing it before you sent it? At least I'd still get a signature, I wouldn't be
Yes.
in person, but like, you can still request that kind of stuff. Like, I would gladly sign stuff for people if they wanted.
Yeah.
Before I shipped it out. So,
Yeah.
it's all in, figuring out how to make it work for the largest amount of people, I guess. And we've got time. We've got time to figure it out, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't count on seeing anything large scale till maybe next summer at best.
Oh, at the earliest. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even a show like C2E2 or something like that. I mean, I can't see it happening. I know it's some of that's going to be state by state too. Like, I know that New Mexico, the governor of New Mexico has said nothing's happening till there's a vaccine, period. End of story. That's it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you can decide how extreme that is or not, but that means basically there's no Albuquerque Comic-Con in January, which we all kind of probably knew that wasn't going to happen anyway.
Right.
A little too early. But then as you start to get into February and March, and you have Emerald City and so on, it's like, those are really early cons, man, and we might not get them. I'm thinking summer at the earliest.
Yeah, I don't think, especially because those are larger cons. We're not going to have those. I think that we might see a return to like some smaller conventions.
Right.
Maybe by spring, maybe, but I'm with you. I think summer at the earliest. There's still so much that we don't know about, how this is going to, move and change and shape the future. So we just kind of, again, we have to just play it by ear and work with what we have. And I think I've seen a lot of people really doing well during this pandemic because like my friend, Kyle, he's like a painter and artist. He does like skateboards and gorgeous paintings and like this really cool graffiti style. He's kicking ass. Like, he's selling and selling and selling, like, and he doesn't have to leave home, so he can be with his kid and his wife, and he's got a baby on the way. And like, so it's kind of ideal for some people. Some people are really thriving, during this. I mean, I said this before, I got my first commissioned like painting, like commissioned for me during this. And I was like, what? So, I mean, it can work out, I think. And, people are, we're kind of stuck at home and we need entertainment. We need pretty things to look at. So I think that, putting in the time and the effort, we can all still thrive if, in this, new way of doing conventions at the moment.
Yeah. It's every situation is what you make of it. Now, that doesn't mean the situation isn't crappy.
Oh yeah,
because
no, totally
it's crappy.
is.
We're all gonna agree that this is crappy, but sometimes crappy situations push innovation to get us to the next place that maybe we weren't really reaching for or didn't even know we needed to be in.
Right.
I think that's happened a lot in the comic book world and creative world in general. It kind of forced us to step out of the normal box and put our foot in a different box and say, okay, well, we got to go see what's over here because what's over there isn't working anymore.
Right.
and then here we are. So yeah.
Here we are.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I do like, the not having to travel as much, and I mean, while I do like seeing my convention friends and family, and getting to see different places, and just in general, just being outside of my house, I do enjoy it. But like, it was getting to the point where I was always busy during con season, and it was like I couldn't get a moment's rest, it felt like. And so in that aspect, this has been nice because, especially like with all the other things that have been going on this year for a lot of people. I know a lot of my creator friends, we've got a lot of things going on. And this gives everybody kind of time to, maybe utilize that time in a good way, and not have to worry about, oh, but I'm going to be gone, this weekend, and then this weekend, and this weekend. That's the only positive thing is, we don't have to stress out about that part of it. But yeah, eventually we want to leave our houses. That'd be nice. First, I'd like a shower though. That'd be good.
Yeah, we can all appreciate that. We all know the con aroma.
Yeah. It's pungent. And I hate to be like that, but it's one of those it's one of those truths, that you just wish wasn't, because I don't ever want to like offend anybody or like be rude, but there are a lot of issues with bodily odors at conventions. Like, and I just feel, I mean, this is just me. Like, why would you go out in public without bathing or putting on deodorant? That's just me though. I mean, I know it's a crazy thought, but it's usually good to not smell bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. This episode's sponsored by Axe Body Spray.
Right. There have been plenty of discussions that I've had with Dave of Podcast Detroit, who can hear this right now probably, about like putting up like a booth where like people have to walk through and like, deodor.
It's just a spray.
Yeah, just spray them down before they come into the convention. There was something else that Eric Gutierrez was talking about handing people like I think they were calling them like dude wipes or something, like I don't know. We've had lots of discussions about how to help people in this area when they come into conventions. But again, that's a thing that we don't have to worry about right now.
Yes, we don't have that 4D yet where we can like waft into the other person's camera.
Thank God, because you would not like this right now, Tom. Again, couldn't brush my teeth. It's just not my day. I'm gonna have to like go to like a McDonald's bathroom and just like give myself a whore's bath if this doesn't get fixed, because I do have to go out in public tonight, and I don't want to scare anyone away.
Just buy your dollar soda and you can do whatever you want in the in the thing. Actually, are they even open though? Actually, I have only seen a handful. I know I'm up in a different area. There's only a handful of fast food places that you can even walk into right now. Everything's still drive-in.
Yeah, most places are typically drive-in. There are a couple places around here that like there's Tim Hortons in Wyandotte that opened up their inside. But they kind of had to. They're really small and extremely busy. So in order to like not be backed up out into the street all day long, they kind of had to do it. But it took them a long time. But yeah, most places are still not doing that. And I mean, I guess I could go bug Megan and be like, I have to come over and take a shower at your house. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Enough about this.
Yeah, I would love to go to Taco Bell and get some Doritos tacos, but I just don't want to sit in the car and eat tacos. I want to sit at the table. It was, what was really funny is I went to, because Jimmy John's is open down here and you can go in, but they have like tables like with a sign that says you can't sit here, and then there's like, you know, so you're forcibly spaced out.
Right.
And so I went in there a few weeks ago, and it was like I was on vacation because I hadn't been anywhere to sit down in months. You know, I've been to like the grocery store or whatever, but you're not like sitting there and just chilling out. So I went into Jimmy John's, and it was like, wow, man, I feel like I'm at a con or something. I feel like I'm traveling, and I'm like 10 minutes from home, but you know, it was a good experience. So, you know, I definitely understand the need for people to like, you know, we haven't been to the movies or anything. So,
Right.
I get it, man. There's definitely a little bit of cabin fever for sure, but, I think just try and keep yourself busy somehow, some way. And, you know, we'll power through it all.
Yeah. And I think at this point, most of us are just kind of like, okay, this is just how it is. I mean, yeah, it's not ideal, but okay, you know, it's going to be like this for a while. So why, you know, like just try to make the best of it, I guess. You know, a lot of people are doing like home improvement because they're
Sure.
home. A lot of my friends are like remodeling their kitchens and like, you know, doing all kinds of cool stuff to their houses. And, you know, well, I bought a house, but I don't know if I'm going to end up getting it because the appraisal came in a lot lower than what I thought, like when the bid got put in. So we're working on it. The agent is working with the other agent to try to like, because they need to decrease the price. I'm not paying like that much over for a house, but a lot of people are buying new houses because they can, and because we know we're going to be home for a while. People are like upgrading.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I would like to have more room. If I'm going to be stuck at home, I would like to have more room. That would be nice. So I don't feel like I'm always on top of something.
Yeah.
I've got my house is only like, I think like 1,250 square feet. It's a starter home. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm like, I need more room. I need more like 2,000 square feet. Like give me something larger. But we'll see. I'll update everybody on the house thing. I'm hoping to find out today. I love the house, but I'm not going into massive extra debt because they are like too bougie to come down on the price.
Right.
Oh God. Anyway, keep on doing that home improvement, people. I love it. I love seeing, you know, how people are reacting to this in positive ways.
Sure.
In like with the online conventions, that's a really cool, positive thing to do. It gives people entertainment too, because we can only watch Netflix so much. We need some type of human interaction. Like I like doing these podcasts because, you know, now with Zoom, like we can see each other and, you know, it feels after doing a lot in studio, like, you know, in person in studio podcasts, this is as close as I can get to that right now. And it's pretty good. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I mean, it is just looking at your face and all, but
That's all you need. That's
yeah,
all you need.
it's a decent face. I can look at it. Oh, nice. I like that. That was a nice profile. And you know, those cat ears are just adorable.
Of course.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if people actually show up to this thing tonight.
I'm sure you'll get some. I mean, it's people are ready to do stuff, and quite frankly, the reality is people are fed up not doing things. So if they
Right.
have the opportunity, they'll probably take it. So just be ready to sell out of whatever it is you want to bring.
And well, the funny thing is that my inventory is so low because I had just did the Kickstarter for Aeonian 3. And so I ordered what I needed with a few extras, but like not a ton because we're not doing conventions. And because I have to get new covers put on some of my books, like with the new Rocket Ink logo on it.
Right.
So I didn't want to get reprints of my files that I have for my printer. I have to get a new cover put on a lot of these. So I have like really not a whole lot of stuff, but I brought my little box filled with, you know, what I have. And if I sell some of it, I'll be happy. You know, why not? And plus, like I said, Joe's Hamburgers has really good food. So I'm going to be a little bit of a piggy. I deserve it. After the day I've had today, I mean, I'm surprised I didn't just get a beer out of the fridge and just start off with that right now, you know? Like,
I'm actually scrambling right now to lose this last 8 pounds because it's about to get to that point where I can't walk outside anymore. It's going to get too cold.
oh, yeah.
And my goal was to be 240 by the end of this month, but I totally flubbed September. And so I've been floundering around at like 255, 258. And I'm just like, F this. I have 3 weeks to really power this out and get down. So I'm 253 this morning. And I got about 3 weeks before it's going to get no go anymore. So
Yeah.
no more burgers, no more soda. I want it gone. I want to be 250 by the end of the month. I want to see it. That scale has to tell me something.
Yeah, I started off this month going, okay, you know, I'm just going to be perfect for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm going to just do it. And then I've had so many stressful things happen. I'm just like every like 3 or 4 days, I'm like, I might just eat some chips. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even care that much anymore. I'm putting on my winter hibernation weight. Since I don't drive anywhere, or like winter is just not my thing. I hate the cold. I hate driving in snow. I just hate all of it. So pretty much once like, after Thanksgiving, like you won't see me until like March. So I'm like, okay, well that gives me 4 months, to like get myself together before I come out of hibernation, and by then I'll be fine. But for now, I need to eat some chips, okay? Like, it's time for chips. That's my life.
Yeah, that was it for me. All of September was, I'll just eat some chips today.
Right.
And it's a lot of it. That ends up being a lot of chips.
It does.
When it's, I'll eat some chips today.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because, a lot of people think like women are like super into desserts and chocolate, and I like that kind of stuff, but that's not like, I can go forever and not eat that kind of stuff. It's always like something with carbs in it. It has like bread or chips. That's what destroys me. Like I can like look at a cake and be like, okay, whatever. Like, yeah, it looks good, but I'd rather eat food than have dessert.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to eat that many calories, like just, give me something filled with carbs and salt and butter and deliciousness.
Yeah, for sure. I have shrimp scampi in the fridge that I'm going to be making up one of these days, but
That sounds good.
oh yeah, I hope so. It's just one of those dumb like meal in a bag things. The problem with those is that they're generally designed for 2 people, and
Yeah.
I'm 1 people, and so usually what comes out of that bag ends up going all in the 1 people. I don't have the ability to like, I'm going to cut this in half and I'm going to eat half and then half later. It's bad.
Well, I mean, you're tall enough that you're almost like 2 people. Like you're like 2 really short people stacked on top of each other. So there you go. That's how you justify it.
I just like, okay, this is for the bottom half. This is for the top half.
Yeah. If I was as tall as you, that's how I would justify it.
Except it all seems to go into the middle half.
Yeah. Right in the center.
Yeah.
Such is life, man. It's terrible. Well, I'm glad we ended up doing this. I was gonna bow out, and then I was just like, you know what? If I can't show people what I actually look like without any makeup, or I mean, it's not like it's horrible. If I can't do that, then I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of this. So I'm glad we decided to do it.
Sure.
And hopefully, this will be getting fixed here shortly because I have somewhere to be in 4.5 hours. But is there anything you wanted to touch on before we close up for the day?
Really, there's just the Comic Unity Kickstarter. It wraps up on Tuesday. So if you guys haven't gotten involved, go to Kickstarter.com, look up Comic Unity. You'll find the book in there. It's a 64-page anthology book. with 3 brand new characters from myself, Wendy Steenshainer, and CB Zane. The book is like $10. Just get the book, man. You don't even have to
Just
worry about
get
all
it.
the other. Just get the book. It's 64 pages for $10. What do you want?
Yeah.
It's shipping and all that. It's simple. Just go do it. Stop with not doing it and go do it. But there's variant covers and there's other stuff too. We tried to create it like it's a sort of a convention within this Kickstarter. So there's levels where you can get like lanyards and badges and those big bags and stuff. So we tried to create some of these rewards to sort of emulate the convention experience as well. There's also an artist alley. You can go actually commission artists to draw for you within the Kickstarter. So there's a lot to go see. Go check it out.
Yeah, go check it out, people.
And do it. Just do it.
Yeah, I've got nothing except for, again, going to be with Rocket Ink tonight at Joe's Hamburgers and Wyandotte, but it is a ticketed event, and they're sold out. So, I mean, I'm just telling you that I'm going,
that's good.
But you can't actually just show up there. Sorry,
you can't
guys.
sit with us. You can't sit with us.
Yeah, if you don't have a ticket, they're not letting you in the restaurant. It's basically closed down for the evening. So, I mean, that's kind of cool, but again, it kind of sucks though, because I want to like tell people about it, but so none of my friends are going to be there, which other than my Rocket Ink friends, they're my friends, but I can't invite any of my actual friends to come, but that should be fun. And I'll report back on how that went the next time we do a show. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. I think that's all I got. So,
okay. Right.
It's been fun, Tom. Thanks for putting up with this today.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks for listening.